the West. Interesting to use the term hierarchy, but I wonder, how would you guys rate our studio hierarchy?
Well, Ernest, when you try to bring out the big words like hierarchy, anyway, I think they're going to play it safe. But the hierarchy, I'm going to pass it to Shaq.
How dare you disrespect the Ernster? No, Ernie gets the throne. He's the one I trust calling the shots. Are you crazy, Kenny?
Well, all right. Good point, big fella. But only if he doesn't get to pick our ties.
Come on, you guys would look fantastic in bow ties. I've got some extras here. Here, Shaq, try this one. And here's one for you, Jet. Those are going to be great.
Ooh, I like that.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for Toronto.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Yeah, they came in with the right approach, and the execution, spectacular. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Seattle trails by 13. We've got Davis, and it's Jenkins in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Jackson Davis with the bucket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response. Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's the great one. Davis a screen. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. The doctor, no good. Here's Murphy. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Murphy's got 15 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too. Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
The great one can't get it to go. Seattle trails by 9. And here's Jackson Davis. Give him 8. And that one's good. The eraser.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
That's the doctor. Here's Jenkins. Here's the great one, covered by Jackson Davis. Fires from the wing. The great one can't get it to go.
Ice cold coming out of the half. That's 0 for 3.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's the pick. Black hole, the pass to Murphy. Rebound, Toronto. Palmer's got his 6th rebound on the night. To stop the drought. And the layup is up and in. Jenkins has got his 2nd basket of the game.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to the eraser. Outside Murphy. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Murphy's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired. Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And so here is Toronto. Pass to Jenkins. Back to Davis. And Davis slams it home.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Outside Murphy. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. And again, Seattle with a triple.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Pass to Jenkins. They set the screen. Here's Palmer. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And so Murphy will bring it up for Seattle. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Now here's Jackson Davis. Checked by Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to the eraser. From the arc. Jenkins with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Palmer. Here's Jenkins. 5 points in the game. Here's the doctor. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know,
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
and Seattle calls time here. Wells who checked in for Seattle. Here's the eraser. 14 points for him. Back to Jackson Davis. Pass to Murphy. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Toronto. Here's the great one. 11 points in the game. Yep, that one goes.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Jackson Davis with it. Here's the eraser. Launches it. Rebounded by Perez. Perez has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Pass to Murphy. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
The kid passes to Perez. Here's the great one. Here's Melo. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Melo's got 19 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Back to Jackson Davis. And here's Murphy for 3. Palmer pulls it in. Palmer's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Good work there as it goes. And now it's an 11-point Toronto lead.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Melo gets the bucket.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Seattle on offense. Pass to Murphy. Will it go? Rebound Toronto. They led by as many as 18. Here's Melo. Give him 23. from outside the arc. Knocks down the long J. The Great Ones got 5 points now this quarter.
That's his second made three, first of this half.
Pass to the machine. Down low. Murphy's shot is good. Murphy's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Here's Melo, covered by Murphy. Here's Melo. The eraser grabs the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Wells. Here's the eraser. He's got 14. And here's Murphy for three. Drops in the three. Murphy's got 26.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
And the shot goes down. And Toronto leads by 13.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Drills it from deep. He has 29 now.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
The Great One passes to Perez. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Jenkins. And that one's good. Jenkins has got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Outside Murphy from downtown. Connects from downtown. Murphy's got 32 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Jenkins. Here's Melo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Melo's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Toronto out in front, up by 12. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Seattle, looking at who they've got. Let's go with a 3. Seattle pulls it in.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And that one's good, the eraser.
You know, overall, their shot selection much better here in the second half. We'll see if that's the case for the rest of the game, if they can keep that up.
Oh, my. He's got a little something special for us here, B.A.
Yeah, you know he does. And now they built the lead. This is when he breaks out the crazy move.
No question about it, guys. He doesn't mind putting a little salt in that wound.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
Toronto leading by 9. Here's the doctor, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
And out of bounds, Seattle will have it.
The ball goes to Seattle.
Seattle trails by 9. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's the eraser. Checked by Davis. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the eraser. Palmer pulls it in. Palmer's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Shot from the top of the key. And there's Toronto with another bucket. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. To the paint. Stolen by Davis.
So it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
Seattle trails by 11. Seattle moving the ball around. Pulls it from the corner. And again, it's Seattle missing.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
For 3. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
Pass to Melo. Outside Davis. Five on the clock. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
Pass to Melo. Davis a screen. Second chance shot. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Number 9. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Toronto, Davis. Shooting 1.
Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Over to the wing. Fires for 3. And it's the eraser missing.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Boy, what a slick move that time.
Made the defense look absolutely.
There's the triple. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Pass to Doctor. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
Seattle trails by 13. Here's the machine. Pass to the eraser. To the wing, right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the machine. Fires in the triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's the great one. Here's Palmer. Count that one.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Seattle on offense. A 12-point game. And there's the screen. To the inside. The steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's the doctor. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And Toronto leads by 14.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Pass to the eraser. Davis for the rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds now.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
And that is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Here's the eraser. Check by Davis. The shot is money.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Jenkins is checked in for Toronto. Seattle making a switch here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. And coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Toronto leading by 14. Here's the doctor. Oh, he can't jam it home.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Cash!
Well, the game plan offensively coming out of the half, I like it. I mean, they've been efficient and effective, but they're still chasing the lead.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
A minute 50 left in the game. And there's a pick. Using the glass to lay it in.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Here's Palmer. Denied. Now here's Jackson Davis. He's covered closely. Stolen by Davis. 1:05 left in the fourth. 5 to shoot. Davis with a screen on Murphy. Here's Davis. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Jackson Davis down low. Here's the machine. From deep. Davis pulls it down. 23 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Jenkins. And out of bounds. Seattle will have it.
That's a real brain fade right there. A mental error, and it cost them the possession.
Toronto takes the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
Welcome, everyone, to Noche and a Beyond. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. A little over a month left in the regular season. Let's take a look at the top rookies as we break down the race for Rookie of the Year. You look at Cunningham. All season long, he's been getting it done for his team, and that's why he is sitting in that number 2 spot and making a strong case, guys, for number 1.
And at number 2, he still has an excellent chance to walk away with the hardware for Rookie of the Year.
Agreed, but he's running out of time to impress the voters, and no matter what happens, it has been a special rookie season for this guy. What a force to be reckoned with.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. And for Dallas, Bottoms is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Jay, and it's Smith, and it's Hart in at the 1 spot. I think we can officially say at GA the playoffs are looming in the not-too-distant future.
Yeah, and for most teams out there, there's still plenty of work to do. It's not just about qualifying for the postseason. It's about getting a good seed as well.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Jay. Cunningham trying to break free. Missed inside. Here's Big Smooth. Hard against Scott. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Big Smooth. It's rebounded by Dallas. Shea outside. Back to Hart. And they call an illegal screen here.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Scott against Hart. Scott, good.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to Oakland.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Hart. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Scott against Hart. From 10 feet out. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
That's good from Scott. Good on both. And so here is Dallas. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
You know, both teams are competitive, but not necessarily playing yet at a championship level. And part of what makes this battle so intriguing is how close they are.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Bottom. Up top, Hart. In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Hart. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. There's Bottoms. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Now, here's Mills. Pass to Big Smooth. Here he goes.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the away team, number 2, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses. Dallas trails by 6. Hart, right side. Here's Bottoms. Mills with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Scott, it's deflected. And here comes Smith, leading the fast break. On up the court. A nice shot by Bottom.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Pass to Mills. And Cunningham with the block. Now here's Hart. Still yet to score. They set the pick to the middle. Here's Bottoms. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. New Orleans in the lead. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Hart against Scott. Hart outside. Now, here's Cunningham. He's tightly guarded. Goes up to the stripe. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Pass to Scott. To the left side wing. There's Big Smooth. He has 6. And he dunks it down.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Dallas trails by 4. Hart outside. Pass to Bottom. Smith outside. A 3-ball. Scott pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Scott. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Yeah, in football, they talk about passing to the spot and letting your teammate go get it. That's exactly what happened.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. moment now to check out some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. There's a screen by Collins. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Covered by Smith. To the inside. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to Las Vegas.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball, too critical in today's NBA.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the score by Dallas. It is good, and New Orleans leads by 6.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Pickett. Hasn't made one yet. There's the 3, and that one is off. Covered by Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
Taps it up, and Collins is right there. Collins has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the blockout, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Covered by Smith. 1:37 left in the first quarter. Here's Pickett. Scoreless thus far. Shoots the 3. And there's the foul. It's on Mr. Fundamentals. That's his first foul. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
New Orleans leading by 5. Covered by Smith. Unloads from 13. Rebound by Smith.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. A pass to Mr. Fundamental. Back to Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Dallas trails by 3. Here's Pickett. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. There's a good screen. That 3 off the mark. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. New Orleans leads by only 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Just they've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
So for New Orleans right now, it's Hart on the wing, defended by Scott. Inside, here's Bottoms. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Bottoms got the lead up to 1 now for Dallas. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Pass to Scott. Defended by Hart. Collins grabs the miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Here's the 3. And again, no good by New Orleans. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
And that one falls for Collins. James checked in for Dallas. And New Orleans also making a change. Mills is checked in. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. New Orleans shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Dallas making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in.
At the line for 1.
That's good from Scott. And here is Hart. He has yet to score. He takes it in, and Hart throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Big Smooth following the score by Dallas. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for Dallas. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Cunningham gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.